What up, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Baldie Locs, formerly known as Rack with Twilla / Dion Lack.
It's not even that anymore.
Yeah, well, you got to remind people this is not a new podcast. This is a reimagine. We got a new background. You know what I'm saying? We playing
around with looks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of flex on folks.
Yeah.
Let people know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
What it ain't.
This is all the flex for the gram. You know, we over here got to do some top fives, some top sevens. You know,
okay.
We might switch it up. You know, go a little higher.
Right. Top 14.
I think we should go a little bigger. Do 15. You know, why
15?
Not?
Top 15?
You know what I'm saying?
Why we always got to do 5, like in multiples of 5s?
I don't know why it's not a top 4 or top 7. I don't know, baby, because it's in your hand. Because I'm like this, you know. You're like, what's the top 7?
I'm gonna start throwing people off like that.
You know what really throws somebody off?
What?
If you do like this. You be like, I got 6. Or you be like, I got 5 of them. I got
like,
5.
what?
Listen, I got $5 for you. Yo, why'd you use 2 hands? Why not?
Why can't you just do?
No, I got $5 for you, brother.
That's something a little kid would do. Be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up, good people? I'm glad to be here today, Dion.
Yeah, today was an amazing day for me.
Yeah.
I'm not telling that story, but it was definitely a treat. Is it on autofocus? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I lean over? Does it not feel focusing?
Yeah, you look sharp.
Oh, thank you. You don't look too shabby yourself.
Aren't you sharp as a tack? You some former alarm, some problem with song or something like that.
All right, JC. Are you kind of some type of lawyer or something?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Spicy original up in here, y'all.
We can start the podcast.
We can start the podcast, ladies and
gentlemen. We got Big Sis Chris.
Further ado, let's start the podcast. Yo, yeah. Yeah.
Man, how was your week? How was life for you? You got sad. What happened?
You ask. This is my escape. All right.
I'm sorry.
My podcast right here is to let people know that I'm bringing life to them. All right? I'm a beacon of light. Hopefully I can, put smiles on people's faces. And you reminded me that, things is due. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's the beginning of the month. All right.
I was being polite.
Your
birthday's coming up.
Hey. Turn. Ladies and gentlemen, Dion Lack is turning 42 on Tuesday.
Woo woo.
Let me ask you this.
Happy birthday to you.
Not to yet.
Oh.
Why do people want to hide their age?
As a woman in entertainment?
Yeah.
I will say because this is, for me, part of me, it's a lot to do, not like, there's certain expectations that people set for people. Like, so if you're not at a point at the career that you thought you were.
That's an insecurity thing.
It's an insecurity, but it's also like people really look at somebody and be like, oh, she might be too old for this. Like, especially as a woman. Like when you're going after certain jobs, like ageism is a thing. A lot of times in certain industries, it's a young woman's game. It's a young man's game, but you can fare better if you're seen as younger. Like, and that's just so that therefore my friends and I actually had this conversation. So a lot of times we don't, outside of our friend circles, we're not just publicizing our age for that reason. Like, it's kind of like we're trying to protect our career as much as possible. So I don't want you to take anything away or think anything beyond just because of a certain number.
That's what you think. Okay.
Or that's our experience.
That's your experience.
Yeah.
So in the comment section, are you comfortable saying your age to people in public? I will say friends. Of course, friends, you'll say yes. But are you comfortable saying your age to people? I never got. I mean, I can say never got, but I get it. But I feel like you're living a lie. Like there's a lot of people that I follow who don't or refuse to say their age because they say I can play between.
Yeah.
Like my boy BT. Obviously, I play between the ages of 20 and 41.
Why you have to call BT out?
I mean, that's a big age. He says all the time.
Yeah.
He says it on stage.
So it's so I feel like Hollywood we have a lot of industry friends. So in Hollywood, again, I can only speak from a women's perspective, but she is looked at you can't be the romantic lead past a certain age. Men can be well into their 50s still playing that romantic lead guy. Once a woman is like her early 30s, she's not that romantic lead anymore.
So what?
It's just like, so think about when people start breaking into the industry. If you started off, you think it's what you look like. These are real topics and real conversations that people have about casting room and practices. Is something about like knowing a woman's age and feeling like she can't play a romantic lead past the age of 30 when you have like men in their mid 50s being the sexy and desirable. So if that woman's age is just plastered all over the place for some reason, casting, I'm not saying general people, but the industry and the people that makes the decisions are like, nah, she's not that hot anymore.
I think it's only important if the girl is literally underage. That's important. It's like, hey man, you better tell me your age because we're dabbling into illegal activities now.
Right.
I remember it was if you visually look the role, I think it should be fine. Like if you had a chance of a lifetime to play a grandmother, you right now, a young grandmother, you're like, nope, I don't want people to know that I'm old, or you would be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Well, me right now, sure, because I ain't played nothing else. That sounds great. But there are people who, like, there aren't that many. Think about what roles are there for older grandmothers. And then when you start taking on that grandmother or younger grandmother, when you start taking on that grandmother role, that's the only roles you get. So you get less opportunity for cool and interesting roles. And if this is your art and something that you love to do, you don't want to like just start. It's like, sure, I played this role. Now that's the only thing I'm being offered. So I'm not getting cool and fun opportunities.
But it comes down to how you look.
It doesn't. I'm saying what you're saying sounds good.
Right.
Statistically, look at it.
Sure.
It's not what's happening.
Right.
That's not how it plays out.
Yeah. So if my size at the big age and weight that I am, I'll be like, hey, I really think I can play Tom Cruise counterpart in the next Mission Impossible. They'd be like, yeah, you can't because you can't keep up with them. It makes sense because of how I look.
Right.
They're not gonna be like, oh, how old are you?
You're speaking to theory, Dion.
Right.
I'm saying actual practice. This is why women especially don't want to share their age. It should be. And across other industries, like there are age protection laws against ageism and stuff like that. Think about, you had to create laws to protect people from like being aged out or being discriminated about age. So then that lets you know there's a problem because they had to create rules around it. You cannot exclude somebody because of age. Our industry doesn't care about the rules. It hasn't. So it'll always do its own thing.
So when a person's hired for a job, and we're like, fill out this paperwork because you're hired. Like, what's your age? You're like, I can't tell you. They don't have to write it down for tax purposes and to get paid. If
people put their birth dates on their tax papers.
Right. They just like, hey, how old is she? Check her tax papers. It's like, okay, yeah, she's 49.
But I'm saying you can't discriminate above, like on the job application. It's not on the job application. You've gotten the job.
Yeah.
So
right.
now you have the job. And you still don't have to share your age. HR is the only group of people that has that type of information.
Yeah.
Your boss, your direct report cannot discriminate against you based on your age.
Yeah. Hey, HR, before we hire this person, how old is she?
Back in the day, though, when you would get applications, you're like, okay, like you have all that information.
Yeah.
When you just fill out a normal application.
But also Google. I know you can hide stuff on Google, but I'm certain if you look up people's ages, they be like, how old is Halle Berry? They be like, yes,
but also you can look up how much people make.
Man, that's not
Check
really
your
true.
worth.
Right, but that's not true though.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just have to verify. I'm sure it's like, public information. You can do your work and get to it.
I always felt weird when I seen Bruno Mars and Zendaya on that music video together, and I was like, this is a big age gap.
Usher and
Her.
Yeah. That's a huge age gap.
Right.
But Usher and all the city, like the videos that he be doing lately, like he's at that age where like leading man age and the leading ladies are like early mid-20s.
So you don't think it's reversed? You don't think there's a like
I think it's
Cher doing the song with
very
Bryson
rare.
Tiller?
Very rare that will come across. I'm not saying it hasn't, but I'm just saying that's our industry.
Music,
that's our industry. That's music and that's
Babyface did
TV.
it. Right.
You've only proven my point.
But also,
I'm like, yes, exactly.
but let me ask you this though, because this is a hot topic.
Yeah.
When men get money, you know where it's going?
Go ahead.
You know, when men get money, they typically want, when it comes to cars, they want a brand new car, right? 2024 Tesla SUV, right?
Men who are broke want the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
can't
continue.
afford it. But then they always like, but can you get a car that's a classic? You know, you should get a 1967, you know, classic, beautiful, shiny. It's worth more. But at the same time, you can't drive it a lot because this is it's a trophy.
What is your point right
The
now?
point I'm saying right now.
Right now, yeah. Let me know.
The point I'm saying right now. The reason why a lot of older men prefer or get or grab younger women is because they got low mileage and they got a lot of features.
Dion, your first mistake was comparing a human in your analogy to a car. That is flawed and very problematic.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, in this world, we've always seen it. That's a trope. Older men like younger women. Men will say that it's because her value or whatever. She could still have kids, low mileage, as you said. Okay. But then this is why, like, I feel like this is just another example of how women, when given their age and you tell their age, get thrown to the side.
Right.
Women are not valued the older they get.
Right.
Women, a lot of times, especially professional career women who marry, have kids, which kind of halts their career for a little bit. So all these other people are passing them by in job promotions and all this type of stuff. Come back to work. Women don't get to peak in our careers until like early 50s.
Right.
Financially making the most in early 50s.
Right.
By time they're divorced and man has gone to younger. It's like, so women halt their lives, do work for men, and then are told that their value is no longer worth much compared to a younger counterpart.
Yeah.
So all that to
sucks.
say, that's the exact reason why one does not have to or should not share her age.
But then you be like, you're keeping it a secret, and they be like, man, you moving around like a 2024 Buick Savant. I just made that up.
I see.
And then they'd be like, wait a second. Hey, what gear is this car? Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Is this a lemon?
Again,
I thought this was off.
Did you compare a woman to a car?
I did. It's fun.
It's not. It's degrading.
Whatever, dude. I thought you was gonna find the humor in it. That was pretty good. That was pretty freaking good.
But I was already on one, so I've always hated like comparison, women to cars, women to like value, a dime, a this and that. You know, like I just feel like that's just because that shows that it feels like men don't enter relationships for like love and respect, but more so for like this makes me look good. Listen, and this improves my look.
Listen, I'm not saying younger women have more value. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is people have preferences, right?
Yeah.
And this is not, we're not even comparing women genders at all. Everybody wants to find the best value, right? No matter what, clothes, food, anything, best value. A lot of times, look at the statistics. This is good, bad, flaw, the pros, cons with anything. That's just in general. They want the new hotness, right? Again, the new hotness might not be the new hotness for you, but you want to invest in something that will either bring you value or won't be a hassle in the future. How can now you compare relationships.
Yeah.
Clothes, shoes, cars, anything. Won't be a hassle. And that mindset can triculate to relationships. You want to be like, you know what? I've been a dog all my life. Now I want to settle down, be a deacon at a church. I want children. Should I invest into this woman who is my age of 65, or should I get me a young girl who is 30? Sadly.
Reap what you sow, sir. You were a dog your whole life. Die alone.
That's how it is, man.
That's how I feel. Oh, I'm also like, so I think in this world we go through, we make actions. I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying that, I'm not pointing flaw towards what you're saying or you because of what you said, because I know that's also a cultural thing, like the society in which we live. And I think like ultimately major shifts in viewpoints have to be made in order for it to get better, to be fair across the board. So I'm not coming for you, but it's also like things that fall on women that people don't think about. Like a lot of times women become the caregivers for their parents.
Yep.
In a situation where like there are no daughters in that situation, it's just sons. The daughter-in-law will often become the caregiver for the father-in-law. Yeah. So it's like just like these certain pressures and burdens. Men will marry like women in their like mid 40s, early 50s. Not saying all men. It's just the trend that a lot of men who are like in their 50s, they find out they might have health issues. They're not doing great. They're going to find them an age mate, somebody between mid 40s to mid 50s to marry, because they know that woman got it together. She will take care of him and treat him right 100%. Until he dies.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's kind of like, it's just like we live in a society where people are fine giving women the short end of the stick.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's hard. It's hard to separate value when it comes to any and everything. When it comes to relationship, it's like it's not fair. There's not a lot of things In this world, I highly ask you, and I'm asking you, put relationship out of this.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you want that is older versus fresh and new?
Money.
You want older money?
I want old money, baby.
As in, like, it's very wrinkly and dirty coins?
No, like the type that that shows more stability.
You talking about
Old money.
generational wealth?
You asked the question, I answered.
No, it doesn't make sense. There's nothing. I can't think of it. Wine, yes. You get finer with wine. Older wine is actually,
Older homes.
You want older homes versus newer homes?
Newer homes aren't made to be one as charming as older homes, and also like the older homes are more like I felt like the quality is better depending on like the style, like craftsman's versus mid-century and stuff like that. Whatever. I feel like some older homes are better built and have proven that they're better built, and it just has a certain quality. Yeah. Well, I was going to say quality, but je ne sais quoi as well. It has a little charm to it. I prefer older homes to new builds. Only thing I hate about older homes is like, what if somebody died up in there and there was a ghost?
Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that.
Here it is. And what did LaShonda say?
And I think that's why a lot of men end up in nursing homes alone, because they've been in these streets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it. If you ain't got no kids.
No kids. But you know what, ladies, let's also remember single women live longer than married women. Single men die before married men. So the theory is pretty much that women who get married are cutting their lifespans to be with a man that they're going to make whose life's better, and he just makes their lives worse.
Yikes.
I said what I said.
Yeah, you said it. Also, shorter men live longer too. You heard about this?
I haven't heard that.
Men under 5'7" live twice as longer than men.
Twice?
Twice as long.
Impossible. It's not twice as long.
All right, I lied.
I was like,
I don't know the percentage.
Ain't no way he's living to 102.
Unless taller men died earlier.
Yeah.
Look up the percentage, y'all. If y'all
Is that because they're like not getting all that bad air up in the...
No, man. I think it's just the joints, man. Shorter men don't gotta. Well, I don't know, because it is short, fat men. Like, you know, when we're old, we put a lot of pounding on our joints when we're tall. Like, our squats is real.
Yeah.
Our squats is a lot of weight. Comes to taller people. Jumping subjects. Do you feel Oprah did the right thing by dropping out of...
Weight Watchers?
Yeah. Because she was being honest about herself.
She was on the board, right? And she stepped down as a board member from Weight Watchers.
Living a lie!
Because she had help in the past year or so from Ozempic. So I don't think she had to step down. I think people gave them a hard time, or her a hard time, because it's like, for weight loss, Weight Watchers should have been your answer and not Ozempic. But I think Ozempic could have been a tool to help her get that weight off, and Weight Watchers is the thing that helps keep it off and to stay in line, right? So I think that Weight Watchers might encourage a healthy lifestyle and maintenance, that if you're not taking, because this is the thing, when people go through like major like weight loss surgery or weight loss drugs, they're not always changing their diet. Right. So then and then it doesn't become a lifestyle situation. So then, like, the thing, statistically, you get off Ozempic or Wegovy, you're gaining that weight back and some super fast. With a weight loss surgery, statistically, people gain their weight back between that 5 and 10 years after the surgery. Because it hasn't necessarily become a lifestyle. So then it's like, this was the tool that got me to lose weight. If you could figure out Weight Watchers as that tool to maintain and to keep off and to become healthy, I think somebody I feel like Oprah should not have had to step down because the two are different, are helping differently.
You know what's her position is, I think Oprah, when you have money, it's really hard not to be like, I want to be happy. You can buy whatever you want. You can cook, eat.
Yeah.
People can cater for you. A lot of stuff is getting done for you for free.
Yeah.
Cakes and hey, try this out. Endorse my bakery. Endorse this. This is all for free. Oprah, I need your endorsement. She gets a lot of things for free just for endorsements, right?
Yeah.
So when you are filthy rich, you just want to be happy. Food makes her happy. So, but unfortunately, the food is making her bigger, gain weight. So why am I suffering? I seen a post a couple weeks ago of Tony Baker saying, "You have no idea how much torture I put myself through to keep this weight off." He said, "I fast for 2 days, drink nothing but this. I have this smoothie, had this smoothie." You know what I'm saying, it's a struggle. And I mean, no one's not giving him free food for endorsements and stuff. He rarely reposts, shout out, sponsors for free stuff. But just imagine, people are just like, here, I will give you a whole dozen of. She gets invited to so many banquets and a whole bunch of free foods.
Yeah. And if you have a cook who's really good, a good pastry chef, hey, whip me up one of them. I don't care.
Yeah.
I know I said I only want this
right.
once a week, but I want it now.
But it's also
I love bread.
I love bread. If she has somebody that's like, listen, I'm your nutritionist. I love you. I will give you the best of. I'm going to watch your calorie intake. I'm the best of the best. All I'm asking you to do is just show me some love in the social media right there.
She had that.
I would do this. She had that and it still failed?
She had these are people she hired. You're saying if they just came for free.
Yeah.
But she had
if I'm
Bob
hiring
Green,
you, she's like, no, you gonna make what I say make.
Yeah, she had she brought people on her show. There was times we've been with Oprah and her weight loss journey our entire life. Mm-hmm. There were episodes where she would bring these people on and say, this is my chef. He cooks this and that. Mm-hmm. This is what I eat. Yeah. This is my trainer. He's helping me run. He's helping me lose weight. Hey, here's some tips from my friend who's also a nutritionist on healthy snacks you can eat when you want snacks. So we've been there with the whole journey.
Right.
And we know it's a struggle.
Right.
And honestly, even if the free nutritionist who was just give me some love, the minute Oprah was like, hey, cool, no. What is that nutritionist going to do?
And I'm not following you around like a bodyguard.
Right.
As soon as you go to that banquet in Nebraska, all hell broke loose. You said, what? Margaret's not here? Okay, cool.
Let me get one of them.
Hey, Oprah, can you hold this double stuffed cookies and just try it for me? This is really good. Hey, I got an Oprah endorsement. Hey, can you package up like 7 more of those for me?
Right. But back to what you were saying about Tony and putting his post and you don't know how much sacrifice I go through to stay in shape. I was looking at some pictures from 10 years ago, of me at the best shape of my life. It was discipline, absolute discipline to get to that weight and to maintain it for the time that I did. And I mean journaling everything I ate, cooking every single one of my meals, waking up early to work out, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then, being accountable. And I know the minute I stopped, for me, there was a minute when I stopped journaling my food, which journaling my food also helped me keep track of my calories. When I stopped journaling my food, and then I was dealing with like a workout injury. Like, and then just like, and of course it didn't just come back. Like, you just saw it slowly creeping back. And then you're just like, it's really a discipline. It's really a discipline. And for some people that comes easier. Like, the things that you're disciplined in, like we're all disciplined in something.
Right.
For some people, like the workout and the self-care, that's natural to them.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, you know, like if you didn't grow up in an environment like that, or financially, like those aren't always options available. Those healthy options aren't always available. It's a struggle. And he's like, literally, like, you know, in church, you like die to your flesh daily. It's also in your diet. Die to your flesh daily.
Yeah. I definitely, I'm about to lie right now. I definitely will say my biggest struggle when it comes to diet is free food. I will not invest in bad foods that often, I would say.
Right. You don't.
I would not purchase, like in my refrigerator, you'll never just find ice cream, cakes, pies. But if it was free.
If Twillas bought it through?
If it's free, it's a problem. And that's my discipline. If it was up to me, I would definitely lose a lot of weight. And the issue is, a lot of people say, well, it's just all about portion control. It's like saying, hey, man, crackhead. All I'm asking you to do is just do 2 puffs, man. You don't have to finish the whole rock.
Right.
All right. You right.
You right. Just maintain.
And as soon as that sugar rush hits, it's like, oh, I remember.
It's a drug. Yeah. Sugar is a drug.
Mm-hmm. It is that. It has to be what the 70s felt like. It's just like the what's it called? Psychedelic. Psychedelic, yeah. When you see all the colors, acid. That's what it is. When you put acid, like, oh man, and y'all just like, let's just touch each other. Is acid and ecstasy the same thing?
I don't think so.
No. Do people still do acid?
I'm sure.
What is
There's
acid?
some old person who was like, this was my thing back in the day, and I'm still do it.
So
I don't do that new stuff.
I haven't heard acid recently. So is acid a new name? Like, folks, is acid like a pill? Is it like a drink? What do you think acid is? A pill?
I always thought it was like a little pill, like a pill or something.
I feel like it's something put up under your tongue.
Sublingual. That's what I was about to say.
Put up under your tongue?
Yeah. I just made that up, though. We just made that up.
I feel like it dissolves under your tongue.
Because acid. Somebody's going through in the hall, y'all.
Oh, hey.
I know y'all hear that. They going through. Somebody tell us what acid is. Just curious.
Yeah.
Man.
Cause I think it might have got repurposed into a new name this year.
This year?
Not this year, like recently.
You've been reading the newspaper, the trades, the drug trades?
The stock of it. What's new name?
New development out now.
Yeah, you know, remember back in the day, they used to call it reefer. You know? Then it becomes, weed. Then it becomes dro and fire and gas. And they keep changing the name of weed.
Acid tabs. They look like stamps, kind of.
Oh.
Interesting.
Never knew that.
I never knew.
And does it dissolve in your bloodstream, or is it your saliva? Like, if you put it on your finger, would it dissolve in your finger? Like, ah! Like, how does it dissolve? Is it a liquid thing?
How do we always get back to drug talk?
Well, how do we always back to food talk?
Because at least
it's a drug.
At least we talk about.
Gosh, you told me.
It's the stuff that we know.
You literally said.
But
it's a drug.
But then it went. Then it just went.
Yeah, because that's how I feel when I have sugar.
Yeah, that's why I just asked how.
Yeah.
Why are you so frustrated with my question? Why are you so frustrated with my question, sir? Anyway.
You got nothing else. You got no anyways after that.
I did. I had another question, another topic.
What's your other question?
So I'm trying to make it segue. It's the hard part. But in us talking about like consistency and just doing what you got to do, I also recently realized that sometimes I can procrastinate, but I am a simple task procrastinator. Meaning, once I finally get to this thing that I've been putting off for a full month, it only took me 10 minutes to do. Not even. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, refilling my soap dispenser.
Wow. Wow.
It might take that took 2 minutes. And it's not like the soap, if it's in my bathroom, it's not like I have to go all the way to the kitchen. It's under my sink.
So how was you washing your hands? You just going to the kitchen?
No, like I will. So first, when the soap gets low. First, when the soap gets low, I add water because I'm like,
oh boy.
I add water to the little thing and I shake it and then I pump it. And then.
So you just wash your hands with water?
No, it's still some soap in there. That's how you get all the stuff out the bottom.
Backwash. That is not soap.
It is. So, you know,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you shake it up to get the little bit of the thing up, and then it's just as soapy.
It's backwash.
You know what backwash is?
Yes, it is the remaining balance of the soap. So have you showered like that before?
Huh.
Oh boy.
And then, but I use a lot of soap to shower. Like I lather. It still lathers and gets good.
Sure.
For sure. It lathers.
Do you do that with lotion?
No.
Why not? You might as well keep going now. Why don't you keep adding water?
It's an ash thing.
No, that's how you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like that.
Dion.
It's like saying I'm gonna make an omelet for you.
It's not like I'm pouring.
Add some water. It's
not like I'm pouring a full cup of water.
I understand what you're saying, but
if I put a fourth a cup of water and I shake it so all the soap from around the thing is in there. What do you think? How do you think they make soap in the first place?
I get it.
They add water. Water is fine.
Right.
It's not backwash.
Would you add water to your cereal?
People have.
Yeah, would you, as in like, it's not enough milk, let me add a little water to it?
I wouldn't, because of taste.
Yeah.
And lotion, it defeats, because I took a shower with water and soap, which has stripped the moisture from my skin. So I'm just going to use my lotion and oil on my skin. I'm not putting, now will I put oil in my lotion and shake it up to get to it? Absolutely. Because especially like the little Gold Bond lotion, there's always so much left at the bottom, and you just have to keep doing like this until it comes out, and there's still more. So you put a little oil in it, you shake it up, it becomes, it is able to like come all the way out then, and you're not wasting your money. Stuff is too expensive.
A lot of soaps, a lot of hand sanitizer says kills 99.9 bacteria. So when you add in the water to it, it's now reduced tremendously down to
tremendously. What science do you have this on? Because
now you only killing
what science? Because a lot of times
63%.
I feel like your thought process is flawed in this. So let me know how that works.
You're only killing 63%.
That's not a thing.
Because your hands are filthy now. I'm never shaking your hands.
Moyo says most detergents and soaps are 70% water anyway.
But but that's as is, as in it's sold in stores. So imagine if that mug was empty and you added some more water. Now it's diluted even more. It's not even about.
That's not how that works.
It's sold in stores as is. Now you're thinking it's
like detergent. I think you're thinking more water than soap. That's not the case. That is not.
You filling it to the top?
No, I'm not.
So why are you still? So how many times are you adding water to it?
I only add water the one time, and I shake it up, and I get I get like at least 4 or 5 more uses out of that soap, right? And then I'm just like, this soap really can't be out right now. So still, instead of going under the sink and just pouring it into the thing,
you have more water.
No, I take this lid off the screw, and then I'm just like this.
You jacking up the tube.
I just slide it off yeah, so I'm doing all of that trying to get this soap, and
your
it's
finger
just
in
like
the rim of it.
Twills. Yes, Twills. Just get the soap. Just like it's so easy to open the cabinet and get the soap out and squeeze.
Why are you in such a hurry? What are you rushing back to do?
Usually late from work in the morning when this is happening.
It is. Good thing is, renting from this location, I'm always adding the soap, so it's very rare that these mugs are empty.
Dion is a whole nother beast. Most person keeps one thing of soap by the sink. Dion has 3. In going into business and having locations with Dion, I realized that you're gonna have several soaps around the sink.
Hear me out. The reason why I have 2 by both sinks, instead of doing this, I'd like this.
Wait, I didn't know you were using a boat. Oh my gosh, I did not realize this.
And I'm about this. They're ready to go. Why am I doing this? How about this?
This is
both
back
hands.
to Dion and his rushing for all things.
Hey, it's smart.
That's so stupid.
Because both hands need to be clean.
Right.
You didn't never understand why I did that?
I didn't know that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yep.
Dion.
What? I only do one though. It's the same thing. First doing this. What's first doing this? How about this?
So just like you asked me just a few seconds ago, what are you in a rush for?
So here, my mindset is if my right hand is getting the soap, I always feel like by mixing it up, my other hand really doesn't get but if they both have the same amount on it, they're both getting the same sort of cleanage on both hands. It's just, just a thing that I do as precaution, as in like I want to make sure both my hands are clean. And it usually comes from the reason why I put an emphasis on my right hand to clean my left hand, because I usually always grab from the soap with my left hand, because I wipe with my left hand. So I want to make sure my right hand is cleaning my left hand very thorough. So and like I said, I'm a germ person.
Do you do 20 seconds
of cleaning?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't count it. I haven't counted in a while.
Like, are you just doing like this? Or are you doing like this, getting in there in the nails and doing like that? So you're not really a germphobe.
I'm not. I definitely clean my hands. But also, when it comes to things that's about to go in my mouth, I use the left hand. I mean, only my right hand. Like.
When did this develop? I'm just really curious.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Like I pee with my left hand.
Thank you. We all wanted to know that.
I mean, I'm telling you.
We were just curious. Yeah, thanks.
When I touch the doorknobs, always left hand. When it comes to flushing the toilet, left hand. If I'm eating, I use my left hand. So
eating with your left hand?
Yeah, because I feel like I eat with my right hand.
Got you.
And because I feel like, hold on, man, you jacking me up.
You said the wrong thing.
Hold on, you jacking me up. I feel like my right hand is my left hand. Yeah, my right hand is the cleanest hand. Yeah. Because I feel like this hand is used too often. Mm-hmm. You shaking hands with people and stuff. So I'm always like thinking that my left hand is. It doesn't make sense now. It doesn't make sense.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, that don't make sense. I feel like this hand is being used often.
But you use your other hand for all the
right. But you
still shake with your left.
You would think I would use everything with this hand.
Yeah.
I use this hand with a lot of alternative stuff, because I would want to protect my dominant drawing, shaking hand. Mm-hmm. This should be the clean hand, right? Because I wouldn't wipe with this hand.
Right.
Maybe because I was white with his hand because
You might have to rethink your whole system now.
Yeah, well, it's too late now. Have you ever tried to wipe with a different hand? Have you?
Yes.
It's never gonna happen. You ever try to wipe with your other hand?
I feel like this is a moment for us to analyze you.
Go for it.
And it's truly an opportunity for me to understand where some of these habits formed. Who told you were going to die from germs?
So you got to go back to the mindset of your household when you was a kid, when you was a toddler, learning how to potty train. Is typically the hand away from the wall. I hope this is for everybody. Because the wall.
You mean for a guy?
Sure.
Because I don't understand.
So wiping your butt. I don't wipe my vagina. So there's a wall. When I was a child, there was a wall right here. And I couldn't, because my elbow would hit. So I was wiping with this hand because my sink was on this side. And I've always wiped myself with my left hand.
I think we had enough space in my bathroom growing up.
For both sides?
For both sides.
So you could use ambidextrous. You had the option.
I just used my right.
You had the option.
I had the option.
Okay.
Growing up, bougie.
Yeah, so I just had a small bathroom. And I would hit my elbow.
Okay. All right. So out of convenience, that makes sense.
Right. And the handle was on the left side too. So I thought that probably, I can't say always, I probably thought since I wiped my left hand and I flushed with my knuckle.
Well, that makes sense.
I flushed with my knuckle.
That makes sense. It is a very dirty situation over there. It's still in your hands, but...
Yeah, but then I turned the sink on my right hand because obviously I'm nice to the people coming after me. I turn the water on my right hand, you know, and I purpose to clean that hand.
When did the 2 soaps come?
When I had some money, you can upgrade to some soaps.
I didn't know if you had 2 soaps growing up.
You know what? No, I didn't. I think I started it. I think I started very recently. Yeah, and I think when you buy. It isn't. I'm not buying 2 hand soaps. I'm just not throwing away the one that empty, and I just start filling up 4 of them.
Right. I noticed you would just be like, let's refill, but then you would never get rid of the other ones, and then all of a sudden there was like 8 soaps.
Yeah, a lot of times we have big events here, and people like to pump the soap at the same time. Water's running. Let's wash hands together. Okay. Not in the bathroom. Hopefully in the kitchen.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. I'm learning a lot about my friend.
You don't have any sort of things that you like. I guess I'm the only one that's doing that. You know what I don't like?
What?
I have to say this right now. People who brush their teeth in the shower has to be stopped. Who's brushing their teeth in the shower?
Somebody is saving more time than you.
Like, the thing that bothers me the most, and my brother does this, my brother back home, they only have one shower at their house. And when I went to go take a shower at this house, I said, yo, why is there a toothbrush in here? He said, you don't brush your teeth in the shower? I said, why are you in such a hurry?
Coming from the guy who hurries doing everything.
No, man, listen. Why? Like, you only got one hand. What are you doing this? You doing this? Like, are you... Is it a simultaneous thing? And I don't want soap scum on my toothbrush. I don't want to accidentally wow, I taste body wash on my toothbrush.
Wow.
People in the comments, if you brush your teeth in the shower, tell me why.
So what's the difference? Because people wash their hair in the shower, wash their face, do whole facials. Brushing your teeth, you do that at the sink with water anyway.
You're washing your body in the shower.
Mm-hmm. But this isn't dripping here.
But it's in your mouth.
Did he have a safe space to put his toothbrush?
It was just
Was it just in the...
It was like a cup, and his toothbrush is in the little hangy thing. you saying in the comment section?
Oh my gosh.
Brushing your teeth in the shower is ridiculous. Spitting in the shower would anger me. Oh my gosh, dude. Gosh, dude, I hate it. And it was a comedian that had said something like, "Don't you hate when you're brushing your teeth and you brush your teeth in the shower and some of the toothpaste get into your eye?" I was like, "Yo, hold on." Why?
Why are we even doing this?
Why?
That is funny. That's funny.
Have you ever heard people do this before?
No, this is new to me.
Have anybody heard it? I'm not tripping. I gotta call my brother and let me call him right now. Do you mind if I call my brother right now?
Call your brother.
Before I call my brother, does anybody in this comment section brush their teeth in the shower? If so, tell me why before I call my brother.
Hold on. I just saw a comment. Stephanie and Joseph, that's my parents right there. In some African countries, you cannot serve food with the left hand because they say that is the hand you wipe with. Ghana, for example. And then Moyo says, yeah, in Asian cultures don't eat with certain hands because of that reason. So there you go. One of my parents just validated you.
About what?
About you being silly? Okay. Brushing teeth in the shower is ridiculous. Spitting water. Toothpaste in the eye? Chaz eats in the shower? Chaz,
no,
I'm judging you, sir.
No.
But you know they have like wine holders like for the bathroom. Like so you could drink wine in the shower or drinking like if you're taking a bath, maybe.
Yeah.
If that's how you relax, taking a bath, having some wine. And some strawberries? I don't know what you're doing in the
bath is fine.
Bath, but a shower, wet food, or then like
and here's another thing before I gotta get this off my mind. If you want to soak in the tub, shower first. This is imperative. You cannot just soak in the tub raw. You have to shower first, get the scum off, get the dead skin off, and then soak your body in the tub and enjoy, just enjoy the stew of your body.
Spicy said, I do sometimes. Time saver.
It is not saving time.
Spicy, you just bothered him so bad.
No, because listen, it's not like you're doing two things at the same time. It's not like you're doing this, like soap. It's not like you're lathering up your hand. It was like, because brushing your teeth is a two-hand job.
Okay, wait. I think I got it. Because, like, when you brush your teeth, like, you're for real brushing your teeth 2 to 3 minutes, right? Every time you brush. So if you're in the shower, you step in the shower, and you're brushing your teeth, and then you do all the bath stuff? Is that how it goes? Is that like what the time saver is?
Do you brush your teeth first? I'd say shower after 2. Yeah.
Okay, so back to my question, Dion. How old were you when you realized that a lot of like germs and behavior bothered you?
It had to have been a documentary. It had to be.
Got it.
It had to be a documentary to see the amount of germs that are everywhere. Sometimes my brain just kind of skip past the fact that this is disgusting. My hands very rarely touch my face. My hands I would.
And you have very nice skin.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah.
It takes. I do like this. I feel like my back of my hand is more clean than my actual hand.
Your finger fats.
Yeah. I'll do like this.
Yeah.
But like touching my face, it even comes to like eating. Like I'll sit there and watch somebody like cook and just see the things that they do, and you go right to your mouth. It's like, so this is what I think about all the time. And I'm about to ruin all y'all's lives when it comes to groceries.
Oh gosh.
Specifically, let's just say bread, right? let's just say a loaf of bread. Mm-hmm. When you are making a sandwich, you tend to grab the bag, take the thing off, grab the bread, slather on there, take the bread, turn it back on, turn it back up, and you go about your life.
But that bread has been...
That bag of bread has been everywhere.
Yeah.
And you just reached in there, grabbed the bread, throw it on there, and you just got some raw bread hands.
I think at some point in time, because yes, it's easy to think like that. These are all valid thoughts that you bring up, and very true, very factual. And I think that was highlighted a lot, especially during pandemic, where we were spraying down and washing down everything that came in when it came in from the grocery store.
Yeah.
But then I feel like at some point in time, you'll drive yourself, because OCD is also a thing, you'll drive yourself to the point where it's no longer productive to be that careful. And so then it's kind of like, and this is why I say grace, and I'm going to give it to God.
Yeah. I don't think about it that often, but if I feel something on the bag.
Ew. Feel something.
Like a sticky.
Oh,
you know,
ugh.
Yeah, you feel something sticky or grainy, some salt. I'm like, oh, something's on this bag.
Yeah.
Because, coming from the grocery store, somebody could be like,
yeah.
You said you wanted the whole grain? No? Okay.
Dion.
And they put it back up there. They could be in their butt. Hey, you said whole grain? No? Okay, put it back up there. Hey, we got the whole grain.
Yeah.
Boom. You go home. Hey, you got that mug right in the laces of the funk like a football. All that fungi on your hand. You put it right in your cabinet.
Yeah.
And then you come out and get your sandwich a week later, still on there.
Yeah. And this is why I say grace. Dear Lord, protect us.
Yeah, man. And people who sleep on don't let people sit on your bed.
No, that's the thing. Don't sit on your bed with outside clothes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Then because you go to bed and then your face is all on outside things.
Yeah.
How often do you wash your linens? With that in mind.
Great question. It's been a couple of nights when I'm sweaty. You feel like this doesn't feel right. I should do it more often. A lot of the times, it's very rare that I'm sleeping dirty. So I usually go to bed
Clean.
Yeah.
So you go. Yeah.
But for the most part, I would say maybe every 2 weeks, maximum 3. Yeah. Depends on what was spilled on there. Hello.
Yeah, I think, I know, if I go to bed dirty, I'm washing my linens way more frequently than if I spent that 2 weeks taking a shower at night or whatever. Then it might be I don't go more than 2 weeks. But then I have a duvet cover and the mugs. So the duvet is, you know what a duvet is? So basically it's a cover, and then I have something to that matches my bed to go over that white blanket part. And so it's so annoying to take that off to wash. So I think I do it every 3 to 4 weeks, but nobody's sitting on my bed like that. And I have a flat sheet up under that, so it's not it's super dirty. But I just feel why we gotta wash all the time? Everything all the time. It's just that time when it's strip this, get the bathroom rugs. Somebody's parents raised them right.
Yeah.
A pillowcase for the blanket. That's the best.
Pillowcase for the blanket.
The best description for the duvet.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, we got to address this, man.
Uh-oh.
We got to address this. Everybody needs baby wipes. Everybody needs flushable wipes. This is important.
I agree.
Wipe your butt with wet wipes.
But they're really bad for the environment.
Sure.
I agree.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is very important. This is very important.
Don't flush them, though.
Very important. Listen. I improvise. All right?
Uh-huh.
I would get some toilet paper and then wet it.
Yeah.
I wipe my butt with damp toilet paper.
There you go.
Right. Everybody needs...
You don't get the little rollies off the...
I mean, I'm not...
I'm just asking.
Sure. Yes, it happens if you get some cheap toilet paper.
Just asking.
You know?
And the Charmin, the super fluffy stuff.
Huh?
Like the super fluffy.
Yep. It will happen. It will roll. Wipe 3 or 4 times. Because what happens is, if somebody give a bad example. If a baby poops on your arm, and you just said, give me some toilet paper, you just do like this and go about your day. You're not.
There's a difference, though.
I
have to play devil's advocate because I'm just not going to agree with everything you say today.
Okay.
Let's go.
How's it different?
The butt itself, the function of a butt is for like excrement to come out,
Sure.
right? And so, sure, wipe to the best of the ability, but I don't think that thing was created with the idea that we would get wet leaves to just like clean the best as possible.
Yeah, that's how evolution works, man. They didn't have toilet paper 200 years ago. People start realizing, like, oh, we need to...
So I'm saying wipe your butt.
Right.
But I'm saying, is it always necessary to wet tissue?
Yes.
Actually, what I'm saying is not the same as just doing it on your arm. Those
Why?
are two different places and functions. One is a butt crack.
Yeah,
and one is this.
It's hidden. It's meaning it's even more difficult to wipe your butt if it's in a crack.
I would hope one showers and wipes their butt too.
Listen. If I had pooped right here, inside my hand,
yes,
and I just wiped the top part, I'm not getting up in the crack. It means it's more difficult. So if I pooped right here, someone pooped on my hand, and I just wiped it with a dry piece of toilet paper, and I say, okay, I'm good to go. You're not good to go. You're going to still smell.
Who's sniffing your butt though, Dion?
My God, you can still, now you're going running. Now you're living your life. Now you're sweating. Now you're mixing the 35% wipe with your sweat. Now you're juicy and funky.
It's a 75% wipe.
Sure.
Now you're juicy and funky.
Yes.
You take a shower.
No, you're not taking a shower every single time after you poop. What I'm saying is, let's be real. If someone poops on your hand, you're not just going to use a dry piece of paper to wipe it. You're going to be like, I need more. I need something wet to really get into it. And you still kind of feel a certain way. You want to do the best you can to wet that toilet paper to wipe your crack. Yes, little beads will come up, but hey, I'd rather be beady than funky. I said what I said. Thank you, Moyo, and soap. Come on. If you have to. I said what I said, because it what happens, man.
Somebody has to come up with a actual better alternative. Duvets are great. Because the idea is like, hey, our world is already like disintegrating and falling into pieces. So therefore, we need to take care of the piece that we have now. So flushing wet wipes aren't the best ones. Even if they say it breaks down in septic system, it's still horrible for the environment. Yeah. So then it's just like, or like if you, while the water is really pouring down your chin, if you are in a bathroom stall where there isn't a sink, then what's your option?
Well, this is one of those times you just gotta triple up, quadruple up.
What do you mean? Like just roll?
Just keep wiping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope people don't just do one wipe. I hope they're actually like, until.
But still, man, I'm going to poop on your arm and see how many times you can be like, now I'm good. Why are you being this way?
Because you always do this to me. Yes. You do.
Is it bidet? What did you say?
Bidet. What did y'all just say?
Is it duvet or it's bidet, right?
It's bidet. It's a bidet. BIDET. Mm-hmm. And I said duvet because did we say duvet? I think we said duvet.
Duvet.
And I just repeated.
Dubai.
There's bidets in Dubai.
Yes. Wipe your butt with moist toilet paper. A lot of times, man, if I can find the statistics of toilets right next to sinks, I'm sure they're high.
I mean, yes, in your own private home.
I'm sure they're high, sure. But chances are public bathrooms are emergencies.
100%.
Right.
100%.
But yeah. Yeah, man.
You good?
I'm good.
You got
man.
A lot of stuff off your chest.
I want people to be clean.
Right.
Wipe your booty.
Right. Yo, before there's so many thoughts. I don't know how much time. How long we've been going?
Yeah. Is that recording?
Yeah, we had a minute 20 on there. I mean, a minute 20. 120 minutes.
And we are
right there. So we're about to be done there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just say this to y'all since we're about to be out. Last episode we talked about who TF did I marry. Mm-hmm. At that point we only went to part 30. We finished. Y'all, I'm just saying everything was a lie and that was crazy.
Yeah.
In conclusion, it was wild.
Yeah.
He lied about everything.
So let me ask you this on camera because we had this discussion yesterday. I think it's very important. What's the difference between a pathological liar and a habitual liar?
Me no.
You answered yesterday. People in the comment section, if y'all can help, what's the difference between a pathological liar and a habitual liar?
My first reaction was like a pathological liar is just gonna lie about everything, like without reason. The pathological liar is going to tell you, hey, yesterday when I went outside, the sky was orange and yellow. It was crazy. You wouldn't believe it. For no reason. Just came up with a lie.
That's pathological.
In my opinion. And then habitual is a person who lies, but more so does so to get themselves out of a situation. I feel like a pathological liar can be a habitual liar, but a habitual liar is not always pathologically speaking. I don't know. But then when I think about pathology, it also sounds like a mental illness. So who knows? Those were just my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Y'all can help us out with that. But yes, we finished. In conclusion, he lied about every single thing. The man was broke. He had no money.
Yeah.
He did weekend jails. Yeah. In jails. He wasn't a VP of anything. He was a forklift operator. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The lifestyle that he said he had was his twin brother's life.
Crazy.
But she didn't even know he had a twin brother because he always said that his twin was young. I mean, his brother was younger than him. The family that he said that he was talking to every day, nobody messes with him. He wasn't talking to nobody. He was just on the phone like this.
Crazy.
Hey, yo, that's crazy, yo.
That's
anyway, you coming? When are you coming back?
Crazy.
That's hilarious. Oh, Dion. Amanda says, what's up?
Hey, Amanda.
She says, hey. Anyway, girl, that's what was happening for like full conversations.
Crazy. I was watching him as a fellow liar. I was watching him for why, like, what is the end game? I was more after I realized it was a mental illness. I was more sad than anything because I was like, there has to be a motive. That, like, why did you invest into this woman so much,
Right.
and didn't have no intentions of doing these things? Like, you were like really adamant on getting a house and then giving her a car. At the same time, he's using all his money to buy and pay for her bills. I was like, okay, he got some money somewhere. He obviously doing this for a reason. But I was like, but why are you like volunteering lies?
Yeah. Just lying. You know, like there was a trip he was going to take her on to London and Paris.
She didn't ask for that.
She didn't ask for it. He just said, guess what? I'm taking you on the trip to London and Paris. But guess what? Delta Airlines is buying gave her tickets to London and Paris.
That's what's up, yo.
Right? I was really happy for her.
What this whole time she was a habitual liar.
Hey, well, it worked in your favor, sis.
Yeah,
And
right.
also, because Charlamagne ain't going to do it. Can I give him Donkey of the Day?
Go for it. He probably do it, but go for it.
Okay, so if you don't know, they were covering this story on The Breakfast Club, where Charlamagne, like, Just with the Mess was covering it, and Charlamagne was like, "Hey, well, let me ask you, was this girl big back?" And for you don't know, that's plus size. He's like, because all this sounds like big back behavior. And then they made jokes about it, and then it was kind of like, I did cringe. It was a little cringeworthy, because that's to say, like, bigger women get played because of low self-esteem. But skinny women, all women, everyone gets played. That's just kind of how this goes. And so to put that primarily on her size, even if it was joking, was kind of a hurtful thing to do, and was donkey of the day behavior, because this man also says he's here for mental illness and he supports people, but his actions against people who are plus size consistently says that he doesn't care about everyone's mental health when it comes to that capacity.
Can I be the devil's advocate?
Of course you can.
So, I love how you heard that.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't see what this girl looked like.
Right.
He said, hearing this story is giving me a lot of big back energy, right? Jess said, yes, she is giving Sheila. And he's like, Sheila was cute though. And
Jess said she's...
Right, she's big. So he said, I don't know what this woman look like. This is giving big back energy, sure. As in, like, you are doing dumb stuff, sure. But also, if he had said, this is giving racist. This is sounding very racist, right?
Right.
If he had used that term, it wouldn't have gotten blown up.
Okay, but that's because being of plus size is not like anything. Giving racist behavior, like, that's way different from saying this energy that you gave to this man is attributed to your size. That's different from saying that your behavior was very racist.
Right.
And that's where I think that was flawed.
You just said, he asked, is she big back? And she said, yes. That didn't happen. So I like how you heard it. He just said...
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Right.
Calm down. I'm saying yes. So in that, you're right. He said it's big back energy. That's still attributing to somebody's size. That's saying a person has a particular behavior based on their size.
Right, but you just added a part of the story just to make your point.
You corrected it, and I said, cool.
Right.
I'm agreeing with you.
Right.
In front of all these dear people, I'm agreeing with you. But my point still stands, Dion.
I hear you. What he said was wrong, for
right.
sure.
So, yes, I'm fine being corrected. I'm saying that doesn't change how that plays into the world, especially when, like, we live in a society where being of a certain size, people assume that you're lazy. They automatically assume that you have lower self-esteem. People automatically attribute things to you based on a size. Charlamagne has a large platform with large listeners that he can educate. Being a smart person that he is, he can educate. He's taught us about... He's telling people about mental wellness, and mental health is mental wealth. He's telling people, they get up there, they talk about money. He's talking about politics. He's talking about things that's important. So to get up there and to say something about somebody's size, and this is not the first time that he said that. he's gone. It's been a while since he said it, but when he says it, it stands out because it's like you're isolating people, especially in our community. You could say, I want my people to be healthy. I want them to have a healthy life, not get your life together because you're fat, because that means you're, whatever it is. It's, hey, I really do want you to be healthy, whatever it is. But don't say like, like attributing stuff the way that man treated her and told her because of, like, she only fell for it because of her size.
Got it. Can I get another story?
Yeah.
If somebody was on the radio and he had said, I like my women from Brentwood, Malibu, Calabasas only. And they was like, and then Charlamagne would have been like, this sounds like a black dude who is an Oreo, right? Mm-hmm. As in, like, you giving a lot of, like, I only date white women energy. Mm-hmm. Is that considered racist or discriminatory? Like, I don't know, just hearing the story, it sounds like you only date white women. Mm-hmm. Is that the same?
I think that's...
Because he was saying that as a joke, and it actually turned out to be true.
Right.
That's what happened.
Sure. But I'm saying, had this been the same first time Charlamagne said something in that regard, maybe it could have been taken as a joke, but it was offensive. And he's all about, owning your words and doing stuff like that. To say this sounds like a black man that only dates white women. I can't find that the error, or I don't find that necessarily offensive to say. I'd be hard pressed to figure out where the
remember they said Travis Kelce looks like a cop that would turn off his police camera if you're in the right situation. Yeah. And it was like, golly, that sounds crazy. Yeah. Because when he had the exclusive mustache. Yeah. He's the type of cop that would turn off his body camera.
Yeah. So I believe that you can make certain jokes and make things in light of, but because of like what this story was, her telling like the extent of what she went through, and then his only response was reduced to that. Yeah. I think that's where, and then buckled down on it. It's not like,
yes, 10 toes down.
Yeah, like he's standing on that, and so not to be, like it's like whatever the beef was, he just kept going in with it, and I'm just like, that's not cool. And somebody's calling you out and say, hey, dude, this doesn't seem like if a lot of people were mad about it. Him saying, hey, let me think about these words, and why were a lot of people triggered by it? And what can I do in my behavior and on my platform? Right. If that's who he's poisoning himself to be.
Yeah, I think I'm almost certain that he's going to apologize Monday.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm almost certain he is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people keep bringing it back up, and he just, if he apologized to Monique, he's definitely going to apologize to this woman. Right. He might even bring this woman on the Breakfast Club.
Let's see.
What are they talking about in the comments?
Spicy. He got nerve. Was his wife a big back when he was cheating on her left and right? Left, right, and sideways? Ooh. And and for Just Hilarious was, Wayne was just on Shay Shay clowning her, so I don't know. Hilarious. He's crazy biased. He irritates me many times. Yeah. I honestly thought it was a white woman with from the story. That's funny. The dude sounded more a pathological liar. He really has mental issues. I agree. He definitely has to have mental issues. Hey, I'm pretty sure we stopped rolling on this, but just in case, I'm gonna do
exit out.
Thank you all so much for watching another wonderful episode of the Baldie Locs podcast. I'm still getting used to saying that. Yeah. The Baldie Locs podcast. If you have not yet done so, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell. Listen, we have fun in our comment section. When we're over here looking at the computer and we're not looking at you, it's because the comments are popping. People are contributing to the conversation. And if you have that notification bell, you know when we go live.
Yes.
We're doing Saturdays.
Saturdays.
We'll
lock all up the Twills.
Yeah, we'll lock in the time one day. But Saturdays is when we go live. So be sure to catch us next time.